Welcome to Protecting Africa show. We got Brother Lucky and Paul in the show. That's Brother Paul and Brother Lucky, right? Yeah. In the show, the brother on the left hand side is Paul. The brother on the right hand side is Lucky. And I'm gonna be asking them a few questions about the topic I'm covering. But before I go to the main topics, I want to ask Brother Lucky a question. You said your name is Lucky, right?
Yeah.
And Lucky is an English name, right?
Yeah.
It's a European name. And are you aware that European people don't have African names, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it's an equal relationship when we have European names and the European people don't have African names?
No.
It's not equal relationship. In your opinion, why do you think most Africans have European names when European people don't have our names? Take into account that when we don't use our names, they end up disappearing, right? So why do you think most Africans have European names when they don't have our names? You just found it. You were just born and you found it like that.
Yeah,
you have no idea. What do you think, brother? Have any idea why most Africans have European names?
Basically because, you know, we've got 11 different languages.
Okay.
That's why mostly the so-called brown people, like you say, have different names.
Okay, but I'm saying most of brown people have European names, right?
Yeah.
And then the European people don't have African names.
Yeah.
You understand?
I understand.
There is 11 official languages, but how come out of the 11, the European citizen of this country, right, have no African name?
Obviously because they're forced, as I understand, they're forced to come to this country to give us these names.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
The part of the oppressive drive during the thing. So basically we have European names because of the fact that European imposed those names onto us. And obviously when people impose you their names, they are trying to
oppress you.
They're oppressing you, and they also destroying your own, because the tendency is you start viewing, because while the newer generation come, they give the impression that their own African name are like inferior, right? And they need to have a European name, because for you to name your child after other people, you need a justification for that. You understand? You need a good reason. Why am I not naming him after my own, right? After my own tribe or my own nation, like they used to call them.
But basically they do, right? They name it like name is Lucky. His great-grandfather's name is Lucky.
Exactly that, because his great-grandfather also was imposed that name.
So according to our democracy, it's like this. Lucky is his first name.
Yeah.
Right? The tribe's name from his grandmother, his grandfather.
No, Lucky is the English name.
Yeah. Lucky is the English name.
Yeah.
But like
he has also an African name. An African name.
But his first name is probably not Lucky.
Okay. But when I asked him, he gave me the name Lucky, and most Africans I speak to, they always give me the English name or the French name or the Portuguese name.
Yeah.
So the order here is having the white name become like being civilized or being advanced or having something extra. You understand? So it's basically, there is an impression that because for what reason would we name our children after other people, and not any other people who have for centuries oppressed us? You know that, right? People who call us baboons, kafir, nigger. You know that, right? The racism we face. You know that there is racism, right?
I know that.
So why would we name our children, or why would our parents name us after our oppressors? You understand? People who don't like us. It means there is a mental trauma.
Right.
You understand?
I understand. Right.
That has been impacted on our brain, that affects our brain. That's why we are in that system. We become even unconscious, right? In naming it, become like part of who we are, which is wrong because once when we have their names, they don't have our names. The impression is they are more than us. You know that, right? Because they don't have your name, but you have their names, right? It means like they are somehow more than you. But these people are not more than us. They're just richer because they have done oppression to get rich. You understand? Because what was the purpose of oppression was to enrich themselves for free and to get privilege and to get domination. You understand? So having their names, them not having our names already impact on our minds, give us the impression that we're inferior. That's why removing their names, you understand, because they don't know our names, is the basis to restore equality and to remove that racist domination of other human beings dominating you to the point you must have the names, but they never have your names. You understand? So that's the basis for equality. Not only equality for justice and to fix the mess, because the reason they imposed those names was to play on our mind, no, to give us a certain impression, part of the current impression, which is they are more than us. You understand? So if they don't have our names, we should not have their names. That's equality. You guys agree with that, right?
Yeah, right.
It's as simple as that. So we call on Africans to understand that to beat the slave state of mind many Africans have, the perception that we are less than other human beings, is by promoting pure equality, part of which is if they don't have our names, we should not have their names. You understand? Yes. So you guys agree, right? Very interesting. Round of applause for those brothers who can see the truth, because many Africans will fight you if you say that they must not have the master name. You understand? But not to have the name is only natural, because otherwise you remain like less. You understand? And which is part of the whole idea when they impose their names onto us, right? Very interesting.